For years I've struggled to work in this cold, drafty garage workshop on various vehicles and projects and things usually made of cold metal. Well, I've finally decided to do something about it. It's only taken 10 years. The new ceiling will hide where the pulse jet singed the roof. I've worked out how I'm going to do it and what I need in the way of materials, so I better dig out my credit card. The structure for the ceiling is supported on 3 sides by the walls. It's bolted into the walls on 3 sides, and the front edge at the moment is just hanging from the structure of the roof. I will be putting uprights in because I'll need to work out my doors and things, but at the moment I'll get on with the plasterboarding. I've got most of the roof sheeted, or the ceiling sheeted rather, but I want to make an extractor to draw welding fumes out of there. And I'm also going to have a very big tidy up at some point. I didn't realise I had so much stuff. Projects as well. Metal for solar panel mounts. That piece of stainless steel tubing and that piece of stainless steel tubing are part of 2-stroke exhaust system. And I've just noticed, hiding behind the pulse jet assisted motorcycle, is some box section for a rocket stove. But it's going to be a kind of special rocket stove. There we go, I've completed the ceiling. I've completed sheeting the ceiling. It's now time to start doing the partition wall, and I've got an idea about sliding doors that will slide into the fixed partition. I'm still trying to work out the idea though. It's probably going to involve some wheels on the bottom of it though. I've still got plenty of wood, and I also salvaged some wood from the pallet that the plasterboard was delivered on. That's a bit better. I've actually got some room to work now. I don't like painting. Hello? What's going on? That's a new bit. Do you not like new bits? No. No, you don't. There's your mat. Have a claw your mat. I'll sit on it and have a wash. The cat sat on the mat. Well, that's it more or less done, or as far as I'm going to do it at the moment. I still haven't decided whether I'm going to skim it with plaster and close the joints. It'd be nice to have it all smooth and painted, but I might want to modify it or even take it down at some point in the future. A lot easier if it's not solid plaster. This end is going to be the dirty end for grinding and welding, so I'll leave the floor bare concrete so it can be swept up. I'll make some sort of partition to go here to keep the dust out of the clean area, which could do with some new carpet tiles or something on the floor, and some new tiles on the workbench. I found that these dark coloured ones were quite good because I've got the light up here. It reflects the light from what you're working on but not the background, so it's not glaring when you're trying to work there. And I have the sliding panels, which will be closed like that for working in the winter, so I can keep the heat in. And can be slid open at the summer, assuming we get a hot summer. I've started putting some tools and equipment back, but as you can see, I have a lot of work to do. I don't want my new workshop to become a dumping ground though. It's going to be a workshop for working in. That wall, I'm probably going to put my inverter on there, and I'll have some battery shelves below. I've also bought this Zanussi portable air conditioning unit, which can also be used as a heat pump. So I thought I could use that in here. Although this building is sort of north facing, it does get the sunshine later on in the day, and when it heats up, it's like an oven. It's single skin brick. So in the winter it's like an ice box, and in summer it's like an oven. So I'm going to try using this to both heat and cool in here. That cost almost as much as the materials to make the workshop, which was quite a lot of money for me. It wouldn't be anything to some people, but to me it was a lot of money. I did see a video on YouTube of a guy in upstate New York in the middle of winter. He was using a similar one to heat his fairly large house. He'd done some modifications to it, and he couldn't quite believe the heat he was getting out of it. So I'm going to investigate that. One of the reasons I haven't completely finished it off yet is because I like to leave things a wee while so you can have a think about them. Because sometimes you do something too quickly and then you realise, oh, I'd have been better doing it that way. And also, if this is going on YouTube, then other people might watch it and say, well, you should have done that way. Or would it be a good idea to do this? So that's another reason as well. Hopefully some people will come up with ideas that I could use to make it even better. Well, thank you for watching. I hope that it's inspired you to maybe do something similar or get on with projects that you maybe started and, like me, often forget about, or they just don't get finished for some reason. But if you'd like to see more, please subscribe, and thank you again for watching.